find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
SmashMouth Footballerz.
We got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call
Introducing
They know what it is, know what I do.
Nick Tate.
Who don't understand? Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My rings.
Joe Caldero.
Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit
Chad
into
Young.
my shoes. Still I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem.
Welcome to SmashMouth Footballerz. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
Chad Young.
And guys, hey, we had a heck of a weekend watching these games, and some of our predictions were way off, but at the same time, you just had to love to see what happened.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the drama of the NFL playoffs. I love it. One of the divisional rounds always comes up with great weekends. The wild card, you're always going to get some blowouts and stuff like that, but this was fun. Watching the Commanders was fun. I mean, I have to admit that.
The Commanders on paper should have lost that game if you look at season statistics. You know, offense, the Lions having one of the most dynamic offenses in the league.
Their defense was pretty
great.
middle of the pack. And then you had Washington, who let everybody run all over them all season.
Yeah.
And then they're out there stopping what was considered the best team in the NFL.
Jameer Gibbs still had, 2 touchdowns? So.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
but you're not going to stop him.
No. I mean, he looked great all game. I mean, this is we're gonna go into all this. Thank you all for watching, liking, subscribing. We're coming from you from Next Level Entertainment Studios. We continue to push out. We're going to continue as long as y'all like, subscribe, and follow. We're going to continue to give away free stuff. And we're just starting out, y'all. So please, fam, keep supporting us. And Joe, what do you want to go in? First game?
Let's go. Let's just keep going with this Washington game.
Okay,
we're already knee deep.
Let's go with it.
Yeah, okay.
We got we're in Louisiana. Our LSU guy, Jaden Daniels.
So some statistics I've seen over the weekend is Jaden Daniels is in his third game. He is the first rookie quarterback to ever go 3 consecutive games with no turnovers and no punts.
299 and 2 touchdowns.
Who called it? It was Jay Daniels, 299 yards passing, 51 yards rushing. The dude just dominant. He was dominant.
Accuracy is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's dominant. And look, that all we talked about is like the Detroit Lions offensive line. Well, they failed them.
They did.
I mean, they failed. Jared Goff was back there under pressure. He threw 3 interceptions and he lost a fumble. I mean, that kind of says the game.
You looked at the first interception. He looked like he was talking himself out of that one. The second and third, he was defeated.
And then he went into, save myself mode, and he wasn't taking no more chances after that.
Actually, I apologize. It's actually 2 interceptions. I remember they do the trick play that didn't work. Jameson Williams just throws it. What is he doing? Like
that completely. They could have at least had a chance to score.
And listen, I did this is not me Monday morning quarterback. And some of these games, I was watching it and I was like, what are you doing? I thought that, and I was like, Detroit, you're the most talented team. You don't need this.
Right.
Jameer Gibbs, David Montgomery, Amar St. Brown, Samuel Porta, pound the rock, control the ball. All right, you want to give away the ball? You're going to lose.
Man, David Montgomery didn't look good either.
No, and he come off an injury, so
I know, but I'm saying it's one of those things where maybe you shouldn't play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, Jameer Gibbs was the man.
He looked great.
Yeah, and they want to do trick plays and all this, dude. That's working. If it's working, you do it. I don't understand that.
That one trick play I really liked, where he hands it off to Jameer, and the Jameer shuffle passes. Yeah, it was great.
Almost a take on an old triple option. It was really cool play design.
You don't see that very often.
That was a good one. I liked that one.
I saw that a couple years ago. The Saints did it with Taysom Hill, and Sean Payton called it. I said, man, that's clever. The next game they played the Rams did it against the Saints. And I was like, look at that.
It probably worked.
Yeah. I was like, look how petty. That, I like petty coaches. And that's what, if Sean Payton is petty, hey, on the other side, it's just more pettiness from the Rams. And he's so good, and he looks like that. He's like, oh, I like that play. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to beat you with that play. And I love that about competitive people in the NFL.
So not to just put all the blame on the Lions. The reason why they lost. Jaden Daniels was in complete control of that offense the entire game. The entire game.
You know who had an amazing game too? Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler did a great job protecting. Austin Eckler, he was the highest graded, I believe, highest graded player in that game offensively. I mean, he's just look.
Hey, you got to give it to Dynami Brown too.
Yeah,
Boy,
he's finally coming on. Yeah,
man, they gave Jaden Daniels another option.
Yep.
Yeah, he looked awesome. But their defense, man, if their defense plays like that against in the next game,
It's over.
It might be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it took some time, but Lattimore coming back, he played against Mike Evans. I know Mike Evans burning, but he played a lot better this game. And if he's going to continue to play like this, that weapon's gone.
Right.
That weapon's gone. Hey, if you can eliminate one weapon with one player, you got a chance defensively every
Well, he's
game.
probably going to go up against AJ Brown.
AJ Brown, yep. Yep. And that's going to be a fun matchup.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to leave Devonta Smith, and of course Saquon. That's going to be a monster.
Yep.
But
is that what game you want to go
I'll
into?
tell you what, no, hold on, man. You got to talk
you
about
got
Scary
more.
Terry, bro. Scary Terry was on fire. You see that? He got him a nice 60-yard touchdown.
He doesn't miss many passes.
It's not only that. I mean, like,
He's having his year, boy.
he's always been amazing. He finally
Yeah, he
has
just
a
never had
quarterback.
I was saying, he never had a
Yeah,
quarterback.
and that's and I don't know where the Lions get from here. Aaron Glenn, I didn't like him. I don't like defensive coordinators that play man to man this much. Like, even if you're going to play man to man, like, I get it. If you're going to go against Joe Burrow, or I get it if you're going to go against like a quarterback that doesn't run. But you got legitimately one of the best rushing quarterbacks in the league, and you got your corners turning on him with cover one,
Yep.
a single high safety. Oh my God, he's going to get 10 yards before he even notices.
And he did.
And he did. I mean, he rushed for 50 yards. I mean,
mean,
what are we doing?
That's it.
And
man.
I mean,
they should have called Buffalo and asked them what they were going to do against Lamar, because they took it out.
Yeah, he took his running game. That's another game that I didn't understand the game. I didn't understand that play calling at all in that Baltimore game. But
If the Commanders can bottle that win, they're going to be hard to beat, man. They're going to be hard to beat.
it's who can you stop? The story is going to be, the story going in is, can you stop Saquon? Can you stop Saquon?
Well, the answer so far is no.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, fifth most rushing yards. I mean, we're going to go into that in a little bit. I mean, Saquon just 205 yards rushing. Mm-hmm. What was it? What was?
Let's just keep rolling with it. Let's go with Rams and Philly.
Well, that's the story right there. The story is Saquon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 205 yards.
In the snow.
Well, that's what you're supposed to
gotta
do.
run.
That's
In
what
the
you're supposed
snow.
to do.
You got to run.
Yeah, it's what you're supposed to do.
Matt Stafford, 324 and 2 touchdowns. So he wasn't terrible.
Right.
No. He wasn't terrible.
It came down to a pass that went over the receiver's head. That's pretty much what it came down to. What was it, 40 seconds left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyron Williams, 106 rushing.
He couldn't get too much traction.
No, he didn't.
No. I mean, he made a couple good outside runs, but anytime he went up the middle, he was just kind of jammed up every time.
The Eagles' defense. That's the
7. The best front 7. And I know they lost. I can't remember his name right now. They lost last game. The linebacker come out of Georgia. It'll come to me in a second, but it didn't matter. Jalen Carter, even when he doesn't get stats, he's just a beast. And then in this game, he got a sack, the most crucial sack of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest, the Eagles, for what they were doing, like controlling the ball, I mean, Saquon, 5th most rushing yards in playoffs, 205 yards, 170 yards after contact. Dude, gang tackle Saquon.
Right.
Like, y'all ain't figured this out yet.
Hey, and they couldn't stop Hurts either running.
No, they couldn't stop anything. And I look, that team is built for pass rush. Like the Rams, they got Jerry. They got Verse, and they got what's his name? Frisk, and they're young, and they're great defensive ends, and they're only going to get better. But that team is not built, for that to stop the run.
To stop the run.
Yeah, they got to get bigger in the middle, and they will. I mean, they're so young, but Jalen Carter is just a beast. And for the Rams, with all that, still to have a chance at the end of the game with those turnovers, I was like, man, this team is. I mean, there's a world if they don't have that turnover, they win this game pretty easily.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles are playing conservative. They don't need to do that in the next game.
I think I think in that atmosphere,
It
though,
just depends on how their defense does. If their defense stops Jaden Daniels, they can control the game with the clock.
If you want to talk about atmosphere, the Rams should have not scored as many points as they did. They're coming from L.A. It doesn't snow out there.
I know. And not only that, Jared Verse said something about Eagles fans, and they were not
Yeah, and
happy
he
about-
come out there and they were mad.
No, dude, they were mad. I mean, you can't say that.
And he was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Look at me.
There's a rookie for you.
Yeah.
Hey, I grew up in that part of the world. I know what Eagles fans are, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
There you go.
They put batteries in snowballs and threw it at Santa Claus. They're savage. They're savages.
That's all I'm going to say
That's
about
what I mean.
that.
Santa Claus comes out. They put batteries in snowballs and started pelting the poor guy's making $30 an hour. He's got to go to the hospital with Duracell bruises.
Next game, Chiefs Texans.
Oh, God.
I should have saved this one for last.
No.
This is quite the discussion.
If there is anybody out there who still does not believe that the Chiefs are getting help from the referees, they are completely insane.
I thought Troy Aikman was going to jump out the booth whenever they had
When
that.
Troy Aikman is saying it,
When they had that, yeah.
you need to think about it.
Hey, Troy Aikman's got snot bubbles coming out of his ear from concussions, and he said there'd be I can't believe that call. It is true.
The roughing the passer call.
That was
Oh my
horrible.
God.
That was horrible.
Unnecessary roughness when he ran down and the two Texas players hit each other.
Yeah, didn't even touch him.
15 yards, and he slid late. Everybody in the world was like, I mean, there's,
Hip drop tackle in the open field, didn't get a flag.
So
2 steps offsides on a field goal.
Every time.
Didn't get a flag.
statistically, this is ridiculous. But look, how much is the NFL giving it to him statistically? All right, Houston over 100 yards, had over 100 yards of offense.
Right.
All right. Hey, didn't turn the ball over. They're the only playoff team to ever do that in the history of the NFL.
And not win.
And not win.
Yep.
Not win.
And lose the game.
It didn't make any sense. And then Patrick Mahomes is so comfortable doing this that he tried to flop going out of bounds.
Oh, God. How bad was that?
That looked like LeBron
James.
Yeah.
Dude, this ain't the NBA. You got pads on and a helmet.
So
Go sit
my
down.
thing is there acting classes before practice or after?
No,
Right.
he knows these people are going to give it to him. And so, I mean, the coach kind of said it. 2 players did say it.
Yeah.
That they're playing against the
referees.
The referees, too.
But so in the next game,
So they need to go from refs wearing white and black to white and red.
I'm going to say this, regardless.
especially that one.
Regardless, okay. Look, the Chiefs' defense is for real. I mean,
It is.
Stroud was getting killed back there.
He was.
Stroud was getting killed back there.
Their offensive line was their problem.
How Stroud did not turn the ball over is a small miracle. That dude, honestly, God had an amazing game for what he had to do.
We talked about it. We said that if Joe Mixon wasn't as involved as he should have been, or if the offensive line didn't give Stroud time, they would have lost by a lot. They actually stayed in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he got sacked 8 times. He threw for 205. He was pressured 20 times out of 41 attempts, and he threw for 241 yards. Dude, that's a performance, bro. And look, I'm going to say this. Hey, Fairbairn, you cost him a touchdown.
Yeah.
Hey, Fairbairn, if you could just kick the ball, this team wins. You missed an extra point, and you missed 2 field goals. That's 7 points. That's what they lost by.
Yep.
Hey, right? I bet if Fairbairn went to the showers, he might have got a soap bath, dude. Because they were like, Stroud, your quarterback gets hit 9 times and your kicker's missing that.
Yeah. Yeah, all the players are covered in bruises.
Yeah.
Fairbairn's like, my foot.
My
My foot hurts.
Well, guess what? Your job's over.
Yeah, he's done.
He done. I mean, that's embarrassing, man.
Oh, yeah.
They lost by 7 points.
It doesn't matter how many people drop the ball. It doesn't matter how many offensive linemen let CJ get sacked. At least they're in there and they're battling.
Every
All
game.
Fairbairn has to do is kick a ball.
Go kick a ball, bro. What'd you do, man?
And become a millionaire for a couple kicks, and he can't even get them.
Yep.
Be clutch, man. Come on.
The Texans will be in the playoffs.
Next year.
Oh,
Yeah.
next
Oh
year.
yeah, absolutely.
And they're going to shore up that offensive
They got
line.
to. They
I
got
mean, they're going to
to.
shore up
Their
that
defense
offensive
is good.
line.
That's got to be their buy-in next year.
And I don't know if I think with the sophomore slump, I don't know if I just think the coaching staff's going to be back. They've been having a lot of looks at head coaching candidates and all that, and CJ Stroud it's been a sophomore slump. I mean, going against I mean, with this offensive line, who can blame him? You know.
What kind of sophomore slump are you getting into the divisional playoff game, though? I mean, that's pretty good.
You got to understand, though, they
bad.
for what they have as a team, they played pretty bad this year.
Yeah.
And still made it.
Yeah, and still did good. Yeah, and it's a defense, and they're going to continue to get better.
I mean, they started off with everybody thinking Houston was going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because of all the players they had.
We knew it. We talked about it. Their offensive line is a problem.
And then as soon as the first game they played looked like crap. Next game you're like, there's no way. Like there's no way with all the weapons you got, you can't get it out there. And they just couldn't. And then they scraped by all year.
I mean, D'Amico Ryans is a great coach. Like he had him up and he had him ready to play. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe he should have went to Fairbarn, punch him in the face or something, or got him up, got him hyped. Get some smelling salts in him. Come on, kick the ball, man. But
they even made an excuse for him. Do you hear the excuse they made for him?
Yeah.
Well, Fairbairn grew up in Hawaii. He didn't ever have to play in this kind of weather. That's what they're saying. The announcers were saying on TV.
Hey, bro, I'm in Louisiana. It's supposed to
This
snow.
ain't his first year in the NFL 1, too. I mean, he's played in the snow before.
Yeah, I mean, look, bro.
I don't care if you take your team up north for a week somewhere just to teach them during practice. I mean, come on.
Hey, bro, we're going to be in a snowstorm tomorrow. I'm prepared. With wet feet and nappy hair. Come on, Fairbairn. You ain't got no excuses.
Wet feet and nappy hair.
Last game, Ravens Bills.
Great job, Pat.
This was a good one. Oh,
yeah,
don't get me started.
You did great. Best quarterback in the whole world.
I love him.
Hey, thanks for.
Still love him.
Who you talking about? You're talking about Lamar?
Pat.
Patrick Mahomes.
Pat.
We're still on Pat.
Yeah, he did a great. All those calls, just
140 something yard. It was 100. What did he throw for? 147 or something like that.
Hey, ref.
152.
Ref, he got within arm's distance of me. Hey, personal foul.
Flopping.
177 and one touchdown.
Such a
mediocre.
Yeah, just an average. I don't know, man. Like he got 30 yards off bad calls immediately.
I'm pretty convinced that when they tried to shut down TikTok, that was the Chiefs and the NFL doing that, because you can scroll through TikTok all day long and see memes about how Mahomes is being, getting preferential treatment from the refs.
Hey, I'm not on TikTok. Let me tell you something. And when it went dark, I was fishing, so I don't know what was going on. I know a lot of people were upset about it, but I was on TikTok for a week. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I spent 127 hours on TikTok deep diving. I said, Chad, this is the most unhealthy thing ever. I was ready to start building a cinder block base. I was ready to start hoarding food. I was ready to go to the CVS and get all the Valtrex.
It convinces you that you got to be a
buy all the
prepper.
toilet paper.
Yeah. I was like, Chad, get off this. You're not.
The world is about to end.
Yeah. I started
8 seconds at a time.
Everybody's attention span. Now I know why everybody. I get all my conversations end after 13 seconds. It's because of TikTok, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
The average American attention span is like 30 seconds.
My gosh, man.
Hey, we got to quit talking. I got to swipe.
Yeah. Hey, sorry.
Ravens Bills.
Oh man,
Lamar did not look like Lamar in this one. You cannot make the argument for him being MVP anymore this season.
I do. And as a matter of fact, I am so mad.
This is the old Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
All
this
year
is
long.
the one. This is the Lamar Jackson. The reason why 2 years in a row or whatever, I traded him to you.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
You got a bench seat over here.
This is what I don't understand. I've had a problem with this. I've had a problem with this in college, and I know it works because it's college. And I see the college game coming in the NFL, and it's good. It's all right. But these are the problems that you're going to eventually start having. Okay, if we're going to run running backs out of pistols and out of shotguns, if it ain't running back power, if it ain't power, all right. If we're not running up the gut with a wham or a gut, then why? Why not get your quarterback under center so your running back does not have to start turning and then turn his shoulders? At least let your running back have a chance to get his shoulders all the way lined up outside, and he can legitimately make a turn. I don't like it. I don't understand what world it became really smart for us to start handing off the ball in shotgun draw play. You're running a draw, I get it. Pistol, you run a draw, I get it. We're running power, I get it. Maybe even a counter. I don't like it because you're asking your running back to turn his angles twice. This There was a time when there was an I formation.
Yep.
You had a fullback. You had a running back. You had 7 yards for him to hit a hole. He knew where he was. Even zone blocking. Okay, let's go. We're a wide zone team. Can we get underneath center so we have a time?
Are you talking about Lamar Jackson?
I'm talking about why we're in the end zone.
Because Lamar Jackson thinks he's a running back.
He didn't call that play.
Or did he?
How's he going to call that? It's King Henry. They ran the ball down there.
He didn't check out of the play.
Now that I don't know what that's about. Hey, now that's true. I don't know if he has that power or not.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
I know one thing.
Hey, guess what? Lamar Jackson's 27 years old.
And he didn't win. It breaks my heart. But I don't.
The Baltimore conspiracy theory is over.
Yeah. So it
He'll be
aggravates.
28 next year.
So Derrick Henry gets it passed on to him, wide open,
Drops it.
That's Derrick Henry for you.
I don't know
So
why
the
they
game script is
I
just
have
not
no.
there.
I don't
If you're
understand why they thought passing to Henry was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to pass,
He cuts the ball
you
here.
you put Hill in there. If you're going to do a passing play to a running back,
Why are you running? Why are you throwing the ball?
I don't.
You were running the ball. You had 3 straight.
Henry's not a check down dude. Henry is a Volkswagen. You have to strap the ball on top before you let him start.
He could catch the ball. I mean, they had 3 straight plays of 30
I don't
yards
know
rushing
about
the
that,
ball.
dog. I picture it like this: Henry no catch ball.
He's always had good hands.
Guess who has no good hands? Mark Andrews.
Oh, Mark Andrews.
Looked so trash.
That game.
Mark Andrews looks so
His
trash.
hands were cold or something.
Fumbled the ball.
There,
Dropped 2 passes.
I don't think that did he make a catch the whole game? Like
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
an official catch?
Yeah,
'Cause
one
I
of them
don't
was a
remember.
fail. Yeah.
5 catches.
But there was so
One of
many
them was a
misses.
fumble.
It was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Isaiah Likely looked great.
Isaiah
Yeah.
likely looked like the
Why
new
they
tight end.
went away from him, I have no idea.
Man, he looked like the new tight end.
That draft, he was a look. He came out of Coastal Carolina, which was his knock. But physically, I mean, at the combine, he ate. And I mean, look, everybody was talking to him after the combine. Like, and he went where he was supposed to, 3rd. And I bet right now teams are like, man, well, we should have believed the hype at the combine because this dude is a truth, ain't he?
He looked great.
Yeah.
Can we
Bateman was hurt.
Could we go ahead and put Rashad Bateman as the number 1 receiver on this team now? Flowers is not no more. Flowers is not.
Bateman looked great.
Bateman looks good.
Bateman's looked good all year.
He got banged up too in this game.
Yeah, he did. It was like in the second half.
Yeah.
But the first half, he got the first touchdown.
It was eating.
And he looked amazing.
Yeah.
Bateman's worth drafting ahead of Flowers next season in fantasy
Oh, without a
football.
doubt.
Yeah, you may have to. Yeah, you
No,
may
I
have
ain't
to.
a made half.
On anytime touchdowns, that was a good bet.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with Flowers out. I mean,
Yeah,
I hope
without a doubt.
I hope some of y'all paid attention to that.
Winner side of the ball.
Oh my goodness, Josh
Joshua
Allen
Allen
looked like a
looked-
superstar.
On
He looked average.
paper, he looked terrible.
He looked average.
127 yards, no touchdowns thrown. That's not good.
He looked average.
But
They
you
played
get him on the
different-
Russian side,
I
maybe
was
he's got
saying.
he's got 10 carries, 20 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
There's the touchdowns that saved him. But
Yeah.
this is the story of the game was both these teams lined up. The Baltimore was the most talented team. Baltimore was a bigger team. Guess what happened? You turned the ball over. You turned the ball over and you stopped running the ball. And when you do that in the snow, you're going to lose. I mean, this is just this is nothing new, right? You're playing in the snow. If you run the ball 3 times for 30 yards, I'd run it 4 times instead of throwing it. You know,
What did Ray Davis average? 8 yards per carry.
he was running the ball, and Cook had that nut. Cook had 2 runs that saved him. He had that slippery one there in the red zone where it looked like he was stopped, and he popped out of nowhere and
Yeah,
got
I
8
saw it,
yards.
yeah.
It was such a good run, and the vision.
almost got tackled by his hair.
Yeah, you saw that.
Yeah.
They pulled his hair and he just kept on trucking.
Yeah, but they got something out of Davis in Kentucky, man. That's going forward, dude. That's gonna be a 2-headed monster, and I can't wait to watch it with Josh Allen running. I think.
Hey, Khalil Shakir looked great too.
That's been the story of the NFL. Like the most underrated.
Cool.
Last year, he was the most underrated wide receiver.
Yeah.
And all he
Looked
does
so good.
is get yards after the
Catches
catch.
everything.
Catches everything, and he goes forward.
Right.
Hey, Mark Andrews, run forward, don't run backwards. That's why you fumbled the ball. Hey, this dude's like half your size, dude. He goes forward. It's great.
Yep.
Don't run backwards, especially in the snow.
Yeah, so
So the goal is to score touchdowns. Don't run backwards.
the Bills looked team-wise, all-encompassing, looked so much better than the Ravens did in this game.
That defense came, the Milano effect. They already tagged this. God, this is going to be on every shirt next week. But he was back. He was healthy, and it showed.
He looked great.
Yeah,
I mean,
he looked good.
Lamar. Hey, stop throwing the ball over everybody's head. Like, bro, I agree. I don't know why they got you in pistol. I don't know why they're running all this stuff whenever you should be underneath the center. Like,
you're a Lamar referee.
Nah, I'm not saying he did good. He threw an interception. He fumbled. A terrible fumble at that.
I know.
Hey, hand the ball off in the snow.
He plays in the shotgun because that's where he's comfortable. That's where he's always been. It's a terrible place for him
It
to
doesn't
be.
help that they spied him the whole game.
Yeah, they did.
They did. They had it.
And if you looked at it on like if you saw it on TV, the defense for the Bills, all of them are half the size of the offense of the Ravens. It's amazing how that speed just killed them. Mm-hmm. The speed of the defense got them.
I don't think it was that. I think what happened is they just stopped running the ball. They said, "Hey, we gotta throw it for consistency." But, hey, man, you don't. Look in the third quarter.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. Is Lamar watched Jaden Daniels play the night before and was like, "I gotta be like that guy and throw really good." Mm-hmm. Lamar throw no good.
Just why? Isn't this what you got? Likely, you got Andrews.
Yep.
You got Henry. Your offensive line is massive. Your running back runs. Let's get underneath center. Hey, can we just go like, hey, you want him to run? Hey, let's do some bootlegs.
Baltimore.
Let's do some bootlegs under
New
center.
offensive coordinator, Chad the Chadlick, yeah.
Let me take over. Hey, Munkin, go get a head job somewhere. I got this.
I'm going to go the other way on it. Lamar was throwing the ball great to likely Bateman. Andrews until he started dropping. But
it was on the rush. He was running. He was rushing.
2-point conversion. Andrews just
catch the ball, bro. Catch the ball.
Hey, coach, I want to try the tip drill today.
Catch the ball. I don't know.
Wide open. All you had to do was catch it and fall backwards.
I have a question. So, our breakdowns obviously
with sticky gloves. They had sticky gloves.
they shouldn't have him in that game.
So there was a lot of head coaching candidates who are going to be interviewing now because their team was supposed to win and they lost. Mm-hmm. Ben Johnson, Detroit. Aaron Glenn.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Todd Monken. Some people were looking at him. Mm-hmm. Does this affect them getting a head coach job?
No.
I think Aaron Glenn. The way Detroit's defense did. Ben Johnson.
So think about it. So Detroit's defensive, they had 11 people injured at one time.
Yeah,
their defense.
And look, not only that, we've said it all year. Aiden Hutchinson, that alone is a difference.
So the issue with this is Goff choked. That's it. That's all there really is. Goff choked.
Goff did Goff things.
That's true. A lot of turnovers.
So first turnover, he's walking to the sideline. He's talking himself out of it. Second one, it's the system started beating him up inside his head, like the defeat sunk in.
And those Commanders saw blood in the water, and they went
that's
after
all it was.
They went after
and every time he got sacked, it was just another nail in the coffin. His whole I can do went out the window. He looked scared.
Well, they kind of panicked, didn't they, with these trick plays? These trick plays always work, but they kind of started panicking.
It looked like a panic play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why do that?
But you think both these people will be coaching next year?
Yeah.
Head coaching job?
I don't think nobody lose anything.
Head coaching job?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
One of them, I don't want to say one won't be at the Saints, but they might because the money's going to be an issue.
Aaron Glenn?
Yeah. My goodness.
And then I somebody who I was down on all year after the playoffs, like Bobby Slowick for the Texans.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, C.J. Stroud got sacked 9 times. He still put him in success, and I think about some of the weapons he lost. Stephon Diggs, they lost a lot of weapons. And I was kind of down on him all year because of the sophomore slump and everything. But this playoff game, man, they had a great game plan. I thought, for what it's worth against the Chiefs, they've had 9 sacks still, but they should have won this game.
Yeah,
the Texans should have won.
They should have won this game.
So
here's the thing:
Slovic gets more.
They don't account for the referees. You got to count the other 3-4 people playing for the other team.
Boy, they got 30 yards on 2 calls that were just atrocious, man.
Hey, Pat needs another 50.
Atrocious.
We got to get Pat that first down.
Yeah.
So
Pat needs
every
another
time Kelsey touches the ball, they show Taylor Swift.
Yep.
But every time any other player catches the ball, they don't show their wife, girlfriend, or nothing. I don't understand it. Are we trying to get 13-year-old girls to watch the NFL?
Exactly what
it
they're
is.
trying to do.
They're trying to get
Dude,
more
they're-
people from other areas to come watch.
I mean, we're grown dudes. We've been watching football forever. Do you care to see Taylor Swift?
Look,
Do you care?
look, guys.
I don't
man.
care.
Taylor likes football. You should like football.
Look, every October, man, everybody's wearing pink. Everybody's wearing pink. Why? Because we got to go get more people. Why?
Breast cancer
Breast awareness every October.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what? Like, who isn't against cancer? Who's like, yay, cancer? Nobody. Everybody's against it. Terrible disease. Hey, what are we doing though, man?
No, I like it. I think
I don't.
promotion.
It's promotion. It's promotion, right? Selfless
So people
promotion.
go buy
So people
t-shirts.
go buy T-shirts. So people buy this. Oh, and 10% goes 15%.
I'm okay with making your money where you can in a capitalist society, but I'm not okay with cheating to get the team in a place
To try to get that
for money. For money.
three-peat.
For money.
Three-peat. They're trying to get that three. Look,
They're trying to make Patrick Mahomes into Tom Brady, and he is nowhere close.
The NFL is a non-profit organization, though.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Not since 2015.
2015, it became a taxable entity.
Well, thank God. I hope they
Oh,
get
and by
100%
the way,
of those proceeds.
They don't just show those shows on Prime. They also show them on local network channels.
What?
So when you're looking at the shows on Prime, if you go to ABC or NBC, they play them on there too.
What shows?
So you don't have to pay for them.
The one on Prime last Saturday.
It was also on regular TV.
Sometimes they're not.
No,
Sometimes
it was
they're
not.
I went and looked.
No, it was not.
I promise you it is.
I promise you it wasn't.
Sometimes they're not.
I watched it. I went and looked it up.
No. No.
Hold on.
Hold on. No.
Hold on. Let me. So you're talking about on cable.
Yes.
We have DirecTV. It's different.
That's because you live
So
in the
we're
woods.
So
You guys are in the
our
woods.
game. Our game is going to be a local game. We're going to watch the Saints no matter what. No matter what, it's going to be the Saints.
No.
in
You
Texas.
guys live in that
No.
sticks.
I pay
Oh gosh.
for NFL Red Zone. I pay for it $500 when the start of the season goes. I put it down. Okay, I put it down. I watch the Sunday games. Okay, then on top of that, I have to pay for Prime. Then on top of that, I have to. There were games on Prime on Thursday nights that were not shown on any other channel.
over the
That's
season. Yes,
true.
there
That's
is.
true.
Okay,
I'm talking
wait a
about
second.
these playoff games.
Hey, last week that game on Prime was not shown on
Yes,
anything
it
else. What channel? Show it to me. Because I had two TVs going. I was watching the football game on Prime.
What game was on Prime last week?
It was the Ravens game on Prime. And look at this. Look how many people watched it compared to the other teams on local TV.
Ravens Steelers.
Yep. Look how many people watched it compared to the other people on local TV. 22 million to 31 million.
It was Ravens Steelers game.
Yep.
Yeah.
22 million watched it.
ABC. Watch TV. Also on ABC Baltimore.
I didn't see it on ABC.
Yep.
I didn't see it on ABC. I tell you what, I would have loved to.
Ravens Steelers on Prime Video streaming rights game. Also on ABC.
Well, I did not see it.
It's okay. I understand.
I know one thing. While we're okay, well, something's going wrong.
Whoa,
because
whoa,
only
whoa.
22 million.
Calm
No,
down. Calm
only
down.
22 million people watch that compared to 31 for the rest of the playoff games.
Because they don't like Lamar Jackson.
Well, then I give up.
I don't now. I agree with you on one thing. We're 2 years away from having to get Netflix or Prime to watch Super Bowl.
I will not watch
We're gonna
Netflix.
we're gonna have to pay for a Super Bowl here in the next.
I will
2
go.
years.
I will go to the Super Bowl before I watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, it'll just be spinning.
I will buy me a drone and fly it over the stadium and watch it before I watch
No
it. on
fly
Netflix.
zone, man.
I don't care.
I'm tired of this streaming
It's cheaper.
stuff.
It's cheaper, and it's going to keep streaming.
I hate this streaming stuff.
All right.
All right. Well,
Until next time.
I'm ready to drink.
I'm Nick Tate,
joke on
I'm Cadillac.
and we're out.
Legends of the Airwaves podcast. Your host, Joe Caldero. And Chad the Cadillac Young. Legends of the Airwaves podcast.
SmashMouth Footballerz.
We got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring, said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Times was hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah, they know it's true.